Greetings once again and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be about 5 mistakes most people do when trying to manifest a specific person with Neville's living in the end. As always, I will try to explain everything in just 3 minutes, so stay tuned until the end because I will give you the 5 mistakes and then I will show you how to fix them. Now, the first one is not visualizing the end. It may seem obvious, but let me explain. Are you trying to manifest a specific person, but you keep visualizing the person sending text messages or unblocking you or eliminating a third party? You're not living in the end. I will let you know how to fix that a bit later in the video. Waiting. Are you waiting for your SP to contact you? Are you trying to manifest texts, calls, or are you trying to manifest your SP to unblock you? Once again, this is why you are not manifesting. You are not living in the end. Now, for number 3, stuck into the 3D reality. Are you disappointed that your SP is not contacting you? Are you frustrated because your SP blocked you or is starting to see a third party? Then you are stuck into the 3D reality and not dwelling in the end result. Being obsessed with techniques. If you are changing technique after technique, desperately trying to find a technique that works, remember, it is not the techniques that manifest, it is the feeling that will help you manifest. All these techniques are just a way to induce the feeling of the wish fulfilled or living in the end. It is effortful. If it does not feel natural or if it starts to feel effortful, try to remember that it needs to be effortless. Living in the end feels natural. The fact that it does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of your failure. Regardless of your desire, regardless of how faithfully and intelligently you follow the law, if you do not feel natural about what you want to be, you will not be it. Now let's see how to fix all this. First of all, the end result would be an imaginal scene of you being together, celebrating an anniversary together, or being congratulated for a long-lasting relationship, etc. Think from the end, not of the end. You can imagine a scene of you two waking up together and making breakfast while being in your house. Expecting is not having. When you are living in the end, the desire stops being a desire. It is a given fact. The goal is not a goal anymore. It is something that already exists in your life right now. It is an achievement. Dwell in your imagination. After all, 3D reality is just a reflection of your inner world, and imagination is the beginning and the end of all creating. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention, firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the wish fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds all other ideas out of consciousness. You only need the feeling. Find a way to dwell in your imagination. The only thing that you need to do is to use your imagination. You don't necessarily need to visualize. Just use your imagination to listen to your friends congratulating you for such a healthy relationship you and your SP have, or use your imagination to feel an expensive piece of jewelry your SP gifted you for your anniversary. The principle of least action governs everything in physics, from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Therefore, in moving from the present state to the state desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. So, to make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of least action, and the psychological equivalent is mere assumption.